Hi, thank you for watching Dig Into China. I'm Dong Shong. 4 decades of family planning policies have left China with one of the world's fastest aging societies. In just 20 years' time, the population of people over 60 years old in China is projected to reach 28% of the population, up from 10% today, due to longer life expectancies and declining fertility rates, making China one of the most rapidly aging populations in the world. This huge demographic shift has caused the social care service in many cities severely overstretched. A decade ago, surveys suggested that Shanghai had a shortage of over 500,000 domestic workers, and the problem has almost certainly worsened since then. Local authorities have pledged to provide thousands of extra nursing home beds by 2022, but demand still far outstrips supply. The shortfall is placing an enormous burden on millions of millennials from the one-child generation, who often find themselves trying to manage a career, raising children, and care for 2 sets of aging parents simultaneously. Many are simply unable to provide ailing relatives with the care they need. Chinese authorities have introduced a slew of policies to relieve the pressure, including paying students to become care workers, giving employees from one-child families extra days off, and promoting door-to-door services for elderly people who require special care. However, the measures have only had limited success. Now, officials are turning to time bank projects as an alternative method for managing the growing elderly population. The time bank concept is an invention in the US. It was developed by the American legal professor Edgar Cayne in the 1980s. The time bank system encourages citizens to perform community service in exchange for credits, which can then be exchanged for items or services. More than 20 countries use some form of the time bank system. China, however, aims to use it in a highly specific way to push the elderly to assist the even more elderly. Chen T. Biao is an associate professor at the East China Normal University's Economic and Management Department. He said, "They propose having the active and vibrant elderly take care of elderly care. It's mainly aimed at solving the problems of elderly care caused by the family planning policies." In 2018, China's Ministry of Civil Affairs released a statement stressing the importance of developing time bank system. It suggested officials launch local pilot schemes that could then be scaled up and rolled out nationwide. Hongqiao is a sub-district of western Shanghai. Nearly 4 in 10 residents are over 60 years old, and the social care system is stretched to its breaking point. Hongqiao set up its trial time bank system in 2019. Hongqiao has done its best to promote the program. It launched an online platform for the project, which allows residents to sign up, arrange services, and manage their time coins on their smartphones. Officials also try to kickstart the bank by handing out free time coins to old elderly residents and creating specific jobs for young elderly locals. The following year, Shanghai's municipal government expanded the pilot to more districts and ordered officials to increase investment in time bank schemes. Then, this March, the city issued new regulations on elderly care services that stated it would support projects pairing the young, healthy elderly with older elderly. Yet, the time banks have already hit a few bumps in the road. 2 years into the trial, the Hongqiao system only has 164 registered members. Zhao Chen, the sub-district's deputy director, explained, "Some people said they didn't need such a service. They'd rather do things on their own." A more reasonable explanation is that the area's young elderly appears to view the project mainly as a form of charity work. The prospect of saving up time coins for future use isn't a big draw. Officials admit there are good reasons why most locals don't view time coins as an attractive currency. They often won't be able to spend them for years. The coins can only be used in Hongqiao, meaning they will be useless for residents who move out of the area. Worse, the project's backers worry members may struggle to redeem their coins in the future due to a lack of young elderly volunteers. They have to restrict the number of coins members can earn each day for this reason. In other words, there is no market exchange mechanism for time coins. Some advocates of time bank argue the solution is to go bigger. If the system were rolled out across Shanghai, the coins would be much more attractive and there would be a bigger pool of members. They point to the example of Nanjing, a metropolis about 300 kilometers from Shanghai. It created a citywide time bank system last October, and the project appears to have taken off. As of February, Nanjing's time bank had over 45,000 registered users and had processed more than 100,000 orders. Others are more cautious. Cai Jun is the founder of Fanling Time Bank, a technology company that builds time bank system based in the central city of Wuhan. He said that from a technical point of view, expanding the time bank system to cover the whole of Shanghai would be easy. But there's no evidence that this would lead to a big increase in demand for time coins. This demand will gradually emerge only when time bank has developed all over the country. China is still far from reaching that stage. As a matter of fact, Japan has used similar systems for decades. The Japanese government first launched a time bank-like project to encourage citizens to provide mutual assistance after the 1973 oil crisis. It then created another time bank scheme, the Nippon Active Life Club, to help mitigate the challenges of Japan's aging society in 1994. A big part of the Japanese success stemmed from the fact non-professionals who provide services for the time bank also receive training as caregivers. This ensures the services provided are consistently high quality, which helps build trust in the system. On the contrary, officials in Hongqiao try to police the quality of service by having members write reviews on the time bank platform. Because many seniors struggle to use the online system, they currently have to collect most reviews by phone interviews or in-person visits. According to Hongqiao officials, the old elderly residents are mostly satisfied with the services they receive. One of their most common requests is that the young elderly visit them more frequently. There is still a long way to go before time bank becomes a system that truly eases the burden on China's elderly care needs. Before a nationwide system can be rolled out, the government will first need to work out a fair service and pricing mechanism. Making the system work will also require real commitment from local governments across the country. Many local officials are currently treating the project as a chore handed down by their superiors. They're creating the hardware for a time bank scheme, but that's not enough to ensure people embrace the system. It is interesting to look back Chinese government's slogans regarding elder care. It has slowly shifted through the years. In 1985, slogans read, "Family planning is good. The government will take care of you when you are old." In 1995, the slogan went, "Family planning is good. The government provides senior care." In 10 more years, the slogan became, "Don't depend on the government when you are old." In 2012, it shifted to, "Postponing retirement is good. Look after yourself when you are old." I wonder what will become the slogan in 2022. Earn time coins with your app, redeem it when you are old elderly, maybe. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. Just click the subscribe button right here. I'll see you again shortly.